Hello SGD, Sacred Geometry Decoded, and let's get straight into it and a continuation of the importance of the number 33. Went into it in regards to systems of measurement, Freemasonry. As soon as you mention Freemasonry, all sorts of, well, I must say, hysterical elements get added, satanic, etc. Well, why is it then so important to Judeo-Christian, Islamic, and Eastern tradition? So 33, where is it at? Ahura Mazda, so important in the Zoroastrian religion. Uh, the the light, essentially, so you have Ahura Mazda versus Angra Mainyu, or the lying mind, or the Ari man, and the Ahura Mazda created the universe in 33 steps. Now, in the Bible, we have, well, firstly, let's look at Freemasonic symbols, where we have Jacob's ladder. Jacob is mentioned 33 times in the Bible until he had his dream, which is the dream of Jacob's ladder, and the pillow stone of Jacob as well. Now it's interesting, in Genesis 33:1, that's where Jacob returned, and there was Esau coming with 400 men. Now it's slightly off topic, this 400, but this is an important thing because King David ruled for 40 years, 33 years from Jerusalem. Jesus 33 when he died, but he spent 40 days in the wilderness. Now you could also say 40 days and 40 nights of rain in Noah's flood, or after Exodus, 40 years in the wilderness. Now, well, 440, think eclipse, solar eclipse there, and some ratios, but let's just move on. So now, connected to Jacob's ladder has to do with Leah and Rebecca. Now, in regards to Leviticus and these books of law, 33 days for purification after birth before a woman could enter the temple. That was on the male. Now, if she bears a female child, 66 days. Now, 33 feet, 66 feet, all these other connections, but again, repeated themes and so nicely connecting to measurement systems. But Orthodox prayer rope will you'll find variations in most of these things, but as a basic standard, there are 33 knots in the Greek Serbian Orthodox prayer rope. The Anglican rosary has 33 beads, 4 groups of 7, or the weeks, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 33 in total. Islamic prayer beads, again, some variations here or there, but again, the standard is 33 beads on there. Now, Al-Ghazali said that in heaven you will be permanently the age of 33, which again is a nice connection. Now, in Shakespeare, in Julius Caesar, he was stabbed 33 times. Now, an ancient description will say 23 with one stab wound, but the importance of Shakespeare here is the connections or alleged connections to Francis Bacon and to the number 33 and the origins of what would be called modern Freemasonry as an organization, as opposed to the craft guilds. But 33 and Caesar, if you look a little bit further into this, you'll find much deeper connections. But now in Eastern traditions, now the Wat Pho temple, Buddhist temple, now for instance 108 symbols, 153, 100. Okay, but what you'll find, there are 33 levels on this temple to represent the 33 levels of heaven. Jidanchang temple in China is 108 feet high, and it has 33 levels built into the architecture, again to represent the 33 levels of heaven. 33 gods on Mount Meru. Now, Phnom Penh, for instance, in the Angkor Wat, the Angkor Temple complex, it has 104 towers around that, but only the maximum is 33 at one time. Kuan Yin, who is very much fertility. Now, the connections between Mary, you could also say, but anyway, 33 transformations. In Japan, she is known as Kanon, and in the pilgrimage there are 33 sacred temples connected to her pilgrimage. What's more, in the Vedic, there are 33 devas. Now, if you go a little bit further into this, you'll find there are much more. This is actually a very short list connecting from the far west to the far east, this similarity. Now, Mongolian shaman there, 99 Tengri with 33 chief gods. So this would be outside of that. But okay, Taoist temples. Now, Emperor Zhu Di, he was the one who famously sent out the fleets to explore and travel. Well, he ordered 33 Taoist temples to be built on Mount Wudang. In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, 33 heavens ruled by Indra, 33 heavens ruled by Mara. Indra good, Mara evil. But in India, you'll see Indra rides a white elephant with 33 heads. So 33 across religions, traditions going through, and other nice, so whether it's Judeo-Christian, Islam, Buddhist, Hindu, shaman traditions, really carrying through. And I'll do a video in regards to Shakespeare, Bacon, and some other stuff. But so 33 as a reflection and a tradition. So symbolically, now also you'll find from east to the west that the same units of measure are being used and the same sacred numbers are being repeated again. So it's not just the symbolism, it's literally the architecture and the measurements built into the architecture, and at certain points which unites various units of measurement. So from east to west, 33. In a random world, why would 33 come together? Why would it be repeated in measurement systems? And always, well, 33, it really is a thing. It's not limited to the West and Judeo-Christian, or let's just say Abrahamic, because it's also very important in Islam. So Jews, Christians, Muslims, but Buddhists, Hindus, shaman as well, keep coming back to this particular number. And maybe because 33 is double digits, same, but that's only if you're using the Hindu Arabic system of numbers. If you were writing it other ways, and other people did use a different numerical system, but they still came back to this number 33. So okay, Zoroastrians as well, 33, this same tradition, measurement symbols, just keeps being repeated, and it also links to other lovely stuff as well. But anyway, with that, cheers and have a good one.